Now, the last time we talked, you told me you'd tell me about creating a pull system. Of course. In Lean, a pull system means you never produce or start work until there is an actual demand for it. Never earlier. The downstream step or customer sends a signal upstream telling it exactly what is needed, when it is needed, and in what quantity. This keeps inventory low, exposes problems quickly, and supports true just-in-time flow. The opposite of a pull system is a push system, which often creates excessive waste. Well, what's the difference between push and pull? A push system produces goods according to a predetermined schedule or forecast, sending material forward even if the next process isn't ready. It prioritizes planning and output, but often creates waste because production isn't tied to actual customer demand. In a push system, everything is pushed forward. So how does this push system work? Let's take a closer look at how a push system works. Materials are ordered from a supplier. This is normally based on a fixed monthly volume or forecast. Once the order goes through, the parts are shipped. The materials are received and stored in a warehouse until they are needed. Parts are then produced from the materials. This is typically done to a master schedule or plan. The completed parts are then stored until the customer or next process demands them. As you can see, the work is pushed forward. Problems or variations in the downstream process create waves in the process. In a push system, parts are made just in case we need them. This can create waste in our value stream. Since we base production on expected or estimated demand, this can create communication issues with our customer or even the next process. Very often, the customer's voice is not heard. In a push system, parts are often overproduced. The waste of overproduction leads to extra handling and the waste of transporting parts. When we overproduce, defects can be missed. They can even be mixed in and stored with good parts. If we are lucky enough to realize we have a bad part, we still have to sort all of the parts in the warehouse. This extra sorting and handling of parts is expensive and can create many other problems. Man, the 8 wastes are all over the place in a push system. What can we do about it? We can implement a pull system. Remember, one-piece flow is always our goal, but sometimes it's just not practical. Like when we have a lot of variation from the customer, or there's a whole bunch of different part types. Those are good examples. It could also be something like a long lead time. What if the previous process breaks down a lot? That could prevent one-piece flow, but we really need to work hard to stabilize that process. Okay, but how would a pull system fix all this? A pull system means that the work is pulled forward rather than being pushed. Things work much differently in a pull system. The pull system starts when a customer or the next process orders or pulls the completed parts. Inventory is reduced and controlled. The previous process is notified by a visual cue that parts have been pulled. Now we produce only enough parts to restock the parts the customer pulled. We only use enough raw material to meet the customer's demand. Like the finished parts, the reduction of raw material triggers the upstream step to order or produce more material. Just enough material to replace what was used is transported. Materials are ordered based on what is needed. Materials are pulled forward through the various processes. One big advantage is communication with the customer or next process is enhanced. This can have a positive impact on customer satisfaction. Low inventory levels allow waste to be seen. By exposing and measuring waste, we can work to reduce or even eliminate it. FIFO and traceability are improved. FIFO means first in, first out. You always use the parts in the order they were made. In a pull system, overproduction is reduced. Efforts are directed at correcting the root cause of problems rather than covering them up with inventory. When problems do occur, we have much less inventory to handle and sort. All processes have variation. This is why we have work in process, or WIP, and inventories. By working to reduce or eliminate waste in our processes, we can reduce the variation in those processes. This will lead to better efficiency and lower inventories. This makes the pull system work even better. Remember, in a push system, we are making parts just in case we need them. The work manages us because we have to react to events. When we use a pull system, we make parts just in time. We are controlling the work rather than reacting to it.
Instead of the work managing us, we manage the work.
Now that makes a lot of sense. If I can't get to a perfect one-piece flow, a pull system will help me manage the inventory throughout the whole system. That's correct. To create a pull system, there are a few fundamental attributes you must have. What are those?
First, you have to have a stable and reliable process. This takes a lot of effort, but it is well worth it. Pull depends on smooth, predictable operations. Equipment must be dependable with minimal breakdowns. Quality must be excellent so defects don't interrupt the flow. Next, inventory must be controlled using small supermarkets or Kanban systems. This means using small, visible buffers to tell the upstream processes when to make more parts. Kanban cards or bins signal when to produce or move material. These signals connect customer demand directly to production. Another element is standardized work and flow. Each process must have clear, repeatable methods. Cycle times should be balanced across all stations. Standardization ensures that each step can respond quickly when pulled. Pull relies on fast feedback between upstream and downstream processes. This means that operators, planners, and suppliers must share real-time information. Pull also requires visual management. Boards, cards, or digital dashboards show demand and status. This visibility keeps everyone aligned and exposes problems immediately. Pull systems evolve. They require ongoing tuning to stay efficient. This means teams regularly refine flow, reduce waste, and adjust Kanban quantities.
A pull system is a better, more efficient way of managing workflow. It is one of the most powerful tools in all of Lean. I get it. Instead of building to a schedule which can generate waste, we build to demand when things are used.
Exactly. It takes a lot of effort to manage a push system.
But doesn't a pull system take a lot of effort to set up? That is true. But once a Lean pull system is running, it only takes a little fine-tuning and continuous improvement to maintain it and make it even better. That sounds like you want it to be perfect. It's funny that you should mention that, because the last Lean principle that we're going to look at is perfection.
Thank you for watching this video. If you found it interesting, please click the like button. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel.